What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jet Patrol back. Another video. Today we're going to talk about 6-scale figures and something strange happening in California. That's right, guys. We're back. Hope you guys are doing well. I talked about the new Sideshow announcements, Sideshow Collectibles, 1/6 scale, original trilogy, Scum and Villainy figures on a live stream recently, and I wanted to take a second and just make a video about it because, you know, not everybody catches live streams. We'll catch that. But here we are. I want to kind of talk about these things. And also, something strange happened at said California place, Sideshow, that I can't rationalize it. It's just weird. So stick around at the end of the video. I'll talk about that, and you guys can give me your thoughts on what the hell you think's going on. It's weird. Let's start off with the Scum and Villainy. I've got the website pulled up here. I saw the Facebook post and I grabbed it and I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. My first thought was, well, Hot Toys is not going to make the original trilogy, these creatures, I guess, if you will. And if Sideshow wants to tackle them, that's pretty cool to add to the collection because it's something different. So I think bonus points for Sideshow for doing something different than what Hot Toys is doing. I think that's cool. I do think it'd be funny if Sideshow decided to do a Heath Ledger Joker. Like I think that would actually be kind of funny that we have in art and Hot Toys and in Sideshow, and then whoever else 3-0. Everybody should just make a Heath Ledger Joker just for the hell of it. Maybe even Hot Wheels or something. But I digress. I saw this photo and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Now, if you guys haven't been in the collecting world for a long time, Sideshow has made at least a couple of these figures in the past, and they go for pretty good money because nobody else has made them. Like, this is just one of those things. Like, there's limited quantity. They made them years and years and years ago, and there's a lot more collectors now than there used to be. And especially during the pandemic, the collecting world went crazy. And then I think after that, probably half of them just went away. But some of these actually got kind of pricey. So that's an interesting thing. Just a little note to have on the back of your mind. So I've got the website here, and there's a photo, and they've got a lot of silhouetted figures in the background. We can all guess on what the heck they are. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this video to guess what they are. If you want to put your guesses in the comment section down below, we'll see later in the future if you're right or not. We'll figure that out. But what we do know are the 5 figures they've showed us in the front. And what also we know is, well, we got some product photos and we've got some pricing. And I want to talk about that today if I can. So here we go. We've got 2 figures up for pre-order currently. We've got Greedo and Ponda Baba. Iconic characters, definitely ones you would want for your original trilogy display, no question about it. Super cool. And then down below, which are not up for pre-order yet, they're in the coming soon page. We got the Doc, we got Garandon, and we got Libria. So those are pretty cool characters. They're all off the wall. They're not humanoid, I guess, if you will. So the chances of Sideshow messing up the sculpt on a 6-scale figure, I mean, they typically do pretty good with creatures. So that's, you know, something to that. But let's take a look at Greedo first. Now, first thing I want to take, the pricing on this, I'm going to circle back to that. So just stay tuned for that. But let's look at the EX exclusive version, the Sideshow version of a Greedo. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the photos. So here's the initial product photos. Whoever did the photos did a fine job. I think it shows off what they're making. So kudos to them. This looks like one of their dioramas that they made years and years ago, which I'm hoping Sideshow, if you're listening, which I know you are, those dioramas, especially the Cantina set, the 2 chairs and the table, the whole Han, who shot first thing with Han and Greedo, you should totally reissue those. Throwing that out there. I don't believe they were numbered, so I think reissue shouldn't be too big a deal. But the Sideshow exclusive, you're going to get the hand with the blue milk cup. That's the exclusive here for Greedo. And look at this. So there's the exclusive. The first thing I want to note here, I want you that took me. It was my first thought. Is the outfit is way too freaking clean. Like, this is Star Wars. It's a dystopian universe. It's not Star Trek, which was a utopian universe. This is dystopian universe. It's supposed to be dirty and grimy and just not in perfect condition. And Sideshow has given us, at least the photos, show their suit is going to be straight out of the dry cleaners, like straight out. And I don't particularly care for that look. It's not going to make sense, especially in the world of the cantina and in the world of Tatooine. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense that it would be super, super clean. So I'm not a fan of that. The other thing I don't particularly care for, and this might be me spoiled by Hot Toys and me spoiled by InArt, is the stitch work on this particular set. It doesn't appear to be, it didn't downscale very well. So that's one of those things. The paint application on the hands and the head sculpt, I think they're going to do a fine job with that. I think it's going to be fine. The bodies, to be determined. But if we go historically, the bodies they use are the cheapest ones they can possibly find, and they just don't work. And even the ones we got with the animated series, Anakin and Kenobi, like both of mine had to be replaced. Like both of the bodies were just garbage, and they replaced both of them. So at least on the customer service side, they'll take care of you, but we don't want broken figures showing up to begin with. So head sculpt here on Greedo looks great. I mean, this is a character that's definitely going to pop on the shelf with the teal and the yellow and the orange. It's going to pop on the shelf. It's just too clean. So in my opinion, once you get it, you're going to have to do some weathering to make it look like it lives in that universe. It's just too clean. Some of you out there may be perfectly fine with that and super happy about it and don't care. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. These are my thoughts. So here we are. We've got them all kind of set side by side. And you can see Ponda Baba, which we're going to get to, he is super clean too. Like everybody was straight from the dry cleaners. Everybody's minty fresh and ready to roll. Now, the head sculpt for Greedo, I think looks fine. I'm not really expecting like fireworks out of this thing. I think it's going to be sufficient. And there's no question you're going to know who the heck that is in the, on your shelf. The hands are going to be a little strange, but he's an alien creature. That's fine. The poses here, I think, are a little strange and I'm not like, I'll go here, like, whatever. Like that pose is strange, which leads me to believe, now granted, wasn't a whole lot of activity in the original trilogy. He didn't jump around doing anything crazy, so I'm taking that into account. Source material on posing. But it's a little stiff, I guess, if you will. Like this right here is a little stiff. And so I'm wondering how the neck attachment is going to be and what kind of range of motion we're going to get out of that so we can get some expressions out of it, even though the face itself is an alien. So I don't know. Outside of that, I'm pretty happy that they're doing original trilogy stuff. Again, like I said, because Hot Toys is not tackling them. I'm sure this is going to be a pleather belt because they haven't listed it as leather anywhere. So I think we got more pleather going on here. And the suit material, it's okay. I'm not mad at it. I just don't like it being so clean. So I don't like that. But that's just me. That's just me. Maybe you're super happy about it, and that's fine. But the problem I got with this guy, and in addition to Ponda Baba, is his $280 freaking price tag. Now, if you guys remember, we got Sideshow General Grievous. That was a whole thing, and that didn't go very well for them on the 2.0, which they had a huge opportunity to knock it out of the park on the 2.0, and they just dropped the ball. They just like, this is good enough. Let's just throw it down the production line, and they just completely dropped the ball on that. I think they know that, but this right here, the $280 price tag for this, I haven't found a Sideshow figure, 6-scale figure that has warranted that price yet. I really wanted them to knock it out of the park with the animated series Clone Wars line. Like I wanted that to be like just badass. It's not. This is more than that. This is more. The Greedo is more expensive. Watch this. I'm just going to show you. Here, watch this. Echo. This is more expensive than the Hot Toys ARC Trooper, Echo, and Fives. They think Greedo, their Greedo, is on the same level as ARC Trooper, Echo, and Fives. Now look at this. Look at everything you get. You get a head sculpt, you get a helmet, you get blasters, you get magnetic backpack, you get awesome armor, you get tailoring, you get obviously going to get the stand and everything. Which how on what planet, in what multiverse, is this Greedo the value, okay? How are they valuing this at more than this trooper? Like, that's crazy. That makes no flipping sense to me. So I don't know where they're coming up with this stuff, but I just don't see it. So the question is, will I add it to the collection? And yeah, I probably will. And I'm like going into it knowing that I'm going to be disappointed in a year's time or whenever this thing ships, April next year. So I know it's not going to deliver on the price point. I know that. And the question is, am I okay taking a loss? 'Cause that's how I'm seeing it, on a 6-scale original trilogy figure. And that's the question you got to ask yourself. Let me know in the comment section down below. I have more questions, but that's that one. Now, Ponda Baba, again, not to beat a dead horse, but it's too freaking clean. Again, $275 for this. Too flipping clean. Way too clean. It looks cool. I think the head sculpt looks fine. I don't, look at this. Look at this thing. I noticed this the other day. If I zoom in here, look at the paint application on the neck, on the dock. The neck to the head. Like, that's crazy. Like, that just looks bad. Like, I hope they do something about that, but that doesn't look good. Anyways, again, too clean. The exclusive, you get a pistol holster, and you get some open, what do they call it? Open flipper hands, 2 relaxed flipper hands. Yeah, pistol holding flipper hand, 2 relaxed flipper hands. You get a holster, you get a blaster. It's cool. Is it $275 cool? No, like, not in my opinion. I don't think so. Like, I just. Now, here's the interesting thing. I did some math because sometimes I'll do that. I'm gonna back up here. Like, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 12 figures here. We got 12 figures they're going to be dropping. Okay. Let's say the average is $280. That is $360 in Sideshow 1/6 scale alien creatures, if you want them all. Now, by the time you got shipping and you got sales tax and wherever else you're getting that from, times 12, you're looking at $4,000-ish. Probably, maybe, yeah, somewhere around there. I'm rounding. So $4,000. Do you want to spend $4,000 on these 12 figures? I think a few people will. I think a few people will, and they'll get a whole set, and they'll set up a display, and they'll build a cantina, and that's fine. It's cool. But I think the majority of us are going to say, I'm going to wait on this to hit some heavy discounts, which I do predict they will do. Now, they've done this thing where if you want the exclusive, now they're doing a little FOMO thing going on here, right? So if you want the exclusive, you get 10 days and 22 hours left as of the time of this recording to order the exclusive. I mean, you're going to get a hand with a blue milk cup. I don't know. I think this thing down the road hits stupid cheap before it finally sells out. I don't know. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. Interesting stuff. What are your thoughts on this line? Are you excited about this line? Are you excited to see what else they got going on? I mean, there's other, like Bib Fortuna. There's some other characters that I'd like to have in there, but I just think they're a little off on the pricing model. In my opinion, Sideshow 1/6 scale figures have been on the par with 3.0, and that's not a knock on 3.0 at all. But 3.0 is usually $150 to $210, $220, somewhere in that ballpark. The Power Rangers figures, I mean, let's back that up. Look at this. If I go Power Rangers, look at the 3.0, $120, $119 for a 6 scale Power Ranger figure. Now, granted, they don't have a head sculpt. That's fine. And I would imagine Star Wars license more expensive than Power Ranger license. I get it. But it ain't 3 times the cost. So, there's the thing. Now, I told you there's something weird going on. So last year, I don't know if you guys remember this. Last year, Sideshow produced In fact, a year and a half ago, they announced, put up for pre-order, their premium format, which is a quarter scale probe droid. This guy right here. Now, these are some reviews. If you want to go watch the reviews, these are a year ago. So there's a year ago from Star Wars Replicas. That dude has an amazing collection. Awesome. I mean, just go check him out. Pretty cool stuff. But they did a 6-scale version years and years ago. Last year, they announced and released a quarter scale version. I missed out on it. It was sold out. I was waitlisted. And I was like, man, I should have pre-ordered. I didn't. That's kind of thing. Anyways, so it went and I totally forgot about it. It went waitlisted like last year, and I totally forgot about it. I think they made 1,000 pieces, and I just said, okay, whatever. If I run across one at a convention or something, I'll pick it up, or maybe I won't. Just one of those things, you just can't get everything, right? So that was a year ago. Here's another one. Here's 11 months ago video, and this, all that stuff's a year ago. So I get a notification on my account from Sideshow that says, hey, you have the opportunity to purchase your waitlisted product for a limited time. I was like, well, that's kind of strange. And I saw it was Probe Droid premium format figure from Sideshow. Act now. You have until August 18th. That was 2 weeks ago. Now, I clearly didn't pay attention to notifications. I didn't see it. And I was like, oh, well, I guess I missed out on that. That's kind of crazy. But I clicked on it anyways. And then I end up here. And it says pre-order. And I'm going, what do you mean pre-order? It was limited already. Like, it was sold out a year ago. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't think I am. It was sold out a year ago. It was limited to 1,000 pieces. But now I can pre-order it and get it in February or April of next year. And I'm going, that's weird. So someone out there, please correct me if I'm wrong. If you own this piece, is the first batch not numbered? Did I am I just completely losing my mind and I just misremembering this thing? I don't think I am. But if they sold out a year ago, how are they now having the availability to pre-order? Now, I understand a waitlist item. They found 3 of them and bam, you can get one now. I get that. But how is it up for pre-order for next year? I am baffled by this. I don't know. I don't know what the behind the scenes things going on with this particular product. I have no idea, but I just found it kind of odd. And I figured I'd say, hey, is there somebody out there watching this video that has this product that can tell me what the hell? It's very strange. And do I pre-order it? And do I get it? I'm on the fence now because I'm just like, if somebody tells you something has a limited edition 1,000 sitting right there, how does it then come back again for I don't know. Let me know in your comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. And go watch my Aragorn in art unboxing video because there's a giveaway going on right now. So I'm just saying, might want to participate in that. And stay tuned for more stuff. I've got the Empire, the Return of the Jedi Vader. I've got in art Harry Potter. I've got some other things going on. Go check out the latest videos on Deadpool, Lady Deadpool, and all that kind of stuff. If you haven't already subscribed, what the hell are you waiting on? Be about it. As always, collect what you like. See you next time.